Hello Scorpio, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your March Tarot forecast. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining in, whether you're new or coming back. As always, we're going to be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance on how to best utilize the energies of the months of March. At the end, we'll get some messages from a person of interest to yourself, so make sure to stick around for that. And at the beginning, I will pull a card from an oracle deck to get us started, to get a sense for the theme of this month for you. And today I'm using Whispers of the Ocean for that. So without further ado, let's get started. If you'd like to work with me, if you'd like to get a personal reading, or just find out more about what I do, there is more info in the description box. And also, please don't forget to hit the like button. That helps me share this message around and spread the word. Alrighty, also remember that these readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpio. So if you're checking this for a Sun sign, please make sure to check for your other placements as well. Alright, so your card is number 48. Disengage from outcomes. The good old set an intention and leave it to the universe, to the divine. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness that you may be holding on to. So the way I'm hearing is that there is a lot of goodness, a lot of loving energy on its way to you, but you kind of created walls, unnecessary boundaries really because of some past hurt. And that's why they're asking you to release worry and any unresolved lack of forgiveness, right? Meaning maybe somebody didn't apologize to you, or maybe you were asking someone else for forgiveness and they said no or ignored you or whatever, right? It didn't get resolved, right? So you need to find peace with that, and there are different ways to do it. I actually have an episode of my show, Mindfully Awake, and you see the playlist link in the description box where you can find one that's specifically on closures and release. In the meantime, we'll move with tarot. Let's see what we have for Scorpios today. For love life, you have the Fool. This is Aquarius energy. High Priestess, that's Cancer. Wow, that's quite a start. And the Hermit, oh my gosh, this is Virgo energy. Look at all this major arcanas. Crazy, oh my goodness. You saw me shuffling. We have the Hangman, and I've done a few other readings earlier today. It was not this way, for sure. Nine of Swords, the Hangman is the Pisces energy. And then we also have Two of Pentacles. And then for the advice, you have the World, another major arcana. This is Capricorn. Four of Swords. And Three of Swords. All right, let's unpack this. Bottom of the deck, by the way, is Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck gives us an idea of the underlying energy, kind of like what is going on behind closed doors. So what we may be missing, but we need to know. So Six of Pentacles is a card of energy, rebalancing, karma, reciprocity. You can give it a different spin depending on what it tells you, what's your context. But generally it is, especially in this position, it is about karmic rebalancing, meaning that wherever there was a disbalance of somebody hurting someone else or taking advantage of them, then that person will have to pay for it at this time. On the other hand, if somebody was doing, something very loving and kind, but they didn't get the kind of recognition of it, or there was no energy exchange, that they're gonna get that kind of payout, right? It sounds a little transactional, and I mean, Six of Pentacles kind of is because it's Pentacles, but it is more on the energy level, and that's how the universe works in terms of like always moving towards neutrality, Speaking of which, you have card number 0. So, oh my gosh, your love life, we have 3 major arcana, which means you're being guided. And this guidance may not look like much when it comes to love relationship, because none of these cards are about relationships as such. They're about your personal past. They're about your personal discovery, personal healing, and expansion of consciousness. Each and every one of them is about stepping into the new energy, into something unknown, figuring things out, listening carefully, observing, right? It's also not about like telling people. It's not about that kind of outside impact. It's about going within. And in March, mid-March, we're going to have Mercury retrograde begin. We already have Venus in retrograde, a couple of other planets. So it actually makes sense that it's the time for reflection and for that disengaging from outcomes card, right? Sometimes, and oftentimes actually, you need to be conscious in that process. Otherwise, you'll still have expectations. Again, that's how our ego works. But if you put your focus onto it, you'll be able to figure out what is it that you want to create, or at least what kind of energy do you want. Maybe something in your lifestyle, even in your partner, what's important to you, right? And then you'll be able to see, to kind of leave it to the universe to bring that to you, and continue fleshing out where you are, why you want certain things, why you're maybe falling into unhealthy scenarios somewhere, right? What does it tell you about your story? Where does it come from? When did it start? And you may find all of that with regards to your relationship to a specific person. It's possible, but it doesn't have to be. And this part of the spread is really about your most personal space and the closest relationship, but it's not always about the dynamic with another person. Like, it's not always the focus. And right now you are the focus. So please make time for that in March. For your career space, you have the Hangman, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a kind of an inner conflict. And by the way, the Hangman is a similar energy of reflection and contemplation. It's literally the card of like not taking action, not moving, but just, hanging and being curious and waiting around to see it through, to see what's gonna happen. And a lot of times actually hanging upside down. So that's that part of a new angle, looking at it with different eyes. One of the good ideas might be to involve someone else who is an innocent bystander, or an independent third party who can help see the situation with new eyes, with fresh perspective. But of course, you can embark on that journey yourself. The important part is not to try and cope with everything by yourself, or not to try and resolve everything as soon as possible, even if things seem pretty bleak or you don't see much hope here. The 2 of Pentacles is about juggling too many things and just being in that hustle mode. The 9 of Swords is the opposite, and usually it's anxiety and sleepless nights, but in this card it's also despair in this deck. So don't fall into those energies where you feel like you're all alone and you just need to get on with it. That's probably the worst thing you can do at this time. And remember, with all the major arcana, you are actually being guided. So that means the universe doesn't just throw you into the situation to just to just punish you, or let you suffer. It's putting you into certain situations so you can learn, so you get a new perspective and you can make more informed decisions from there, So if in doubt, definitely ask questions, whatever your higher power is. Make sure that you address them and, you ask for guidance, for a sign, whatever that is. And then with the advice, we have the World, 4 of Swords, and 3 of Swords. Some kind of old cycle is closing where you're not kind enough to yourself. And I mean it. This is you looking at you and how you've let yourself down multiple times and how your heart was broken, but it's kind of a self-inflicted wound. I don't know a better word to explain it, and that's what is coming up in my channeling. But yeah, basically you've been driving yourself crazy over something. There's some kind of pattern here. It will be different for each and every one of you watching this, but the point is that it's time to put it to bed. And for some of you, it's quite literally, it's time to, have enough rest, go on vacation, do something to reset, recharge, so that you can break out from the old cycle. And, we already saw the message of releasing worry or lack of forgiveness. So I would say that is definitely part of it. And again, if you're interested in some specific tools and techniques, there's an episode of Mindfully Awake on that topic. You can just search for it or just scan through the playlist. But the ending is there so that you can create a new beginning that's going to be more oriented at self-love and self-care. As much as it may seem like a broken record, but not many people are actually good at it. Just saying. Okay. Messages for Scorpio from their person of interest. Let's get you some messages. The Hermit again. Let's clarify. All right. Wow. The Sun, the Justice, and Seven of Swords. Look at, again, all the major arcanas. So your person actually knows that there is a big future on the horizon for you, right? But you need to kind of stop keeping untrustworthy energy around you, right? You need to be able to get to a safe space where you can just like dive deep into your own conscious or subconscious mind, or to, I don't know, for some of you could be write a paper, publish a book, whatever that is, right? Like just kind of disappear from the outside world. But if there is somebody who is feeding off your energy, then they'll always be coming back. Or if you have a pattern where you are trying to be a rescuer, a saver, then you'll always be attracting those people who will complement that pattern and will be victims, and you'll be saving them. But the more you do that, the less you're actually giving to your true potential and finding, joy and higher balance in your life. Justice is like the major arcana representation of that karma rebalancing I was talking about at the beginning, right? The Sun is the ultimate happiness and joy and healing, right? This is the happiest card in the deck, and all of that is available to you if you focus more. This was the main card. If you focus more on self-reflection, self-introspection, and Hermit's also a card of healing, more physical healing than emotional. So maybe also pay attention to your health, to your lifestyle, and see how you can improve on that, so that you're setting yourself for success in the future. Your person basically wants you to embrace all these gifts that you have and all the goodness that they see for you, coming in, considering who you are. They really believe in you and, see you shining really brightly. But they also see that some people, because it's so bright, it attracts people who take advantage, and they know it's your choice, it's your free will, but their sincere wish is that you kind of kick those people to the curb, you leave them behind, even if some of them are your family members, and it's gonna sound really harsh, but sometimes that's what's needed. Okay. And also your person is giving you that space that you need, because your first card was the Hermit. I'm just saying, Scorpio. So they're ready to give you time and space that you need for this self-discovery, if that's what you need, The ball is in your court in that way. Okay, I'm gonna finish it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.